Olá, seja muito bem-vindo ao meu canal, eu me chamo Jali e hoje nós teremos um episódio do Walter Works. Eu nem sei mais o que a gente precisa fazer, vamos descobrir. Sam! As habilidades para dois talentos para você. Qual Sam? A habilidade de companheiro, anoides, estação negativa, gerada, vida base, esse aqui. Isso aqui, cá. Diário. A Phineas tem alguém conhecido que pode ajudar você a localizar Ministro Clarke. Essa pessoa trabalha nas docas de Bizâncio. Pra lá que a gente vai mesmo? Hum.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
Que bom ouvir isso. Você falou com a Jali. Se tem alguma coisa que eu sei é como evitar ressacas. Tem algo que você queira ou... Vamos ouvir isso.
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Certo, nada mal até agora. Não querendo spoilers, mas vamos encher a cara de novo de noite? Algum erro de digitação é engraçado? Pelo menos não tem um poema ruim dessa vez. Certo, nada mal até agora.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
Então a Jali gosta sim de você e ela disse isso de maneira mais estranha possível. A crise com a Isabela foi só um grande mal-entendido? Como perder seu tempo tirando a cara porque a Jali é ruim de escrever mensagens? Se vocês duas se casarem, você vai estar dizendo, haha, tô brincando, a não ser que você não esteja. Não entendi, mas...
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
De nada. Terminamos. Uma missão. Agora temos armas do vazio e adquirir a arma científica da vanguarda. Conselhos Vilar de acesso remoto. E colete 3 glândulas de feromônio de primatas pungentes em Sila. Certo? Para Bizâncio. Quanto que tá meu peso? 78. Bizâncio.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Pousou em Bizâncio. Plataforma de pouso de cargas Bizâncio. Sugerado, hein?
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Phineas me enviou. Ele virar os olhos e suspirar dramaticamente.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Vamos, você tem informações para mim. Por que parece surpresa?
Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Vamos acabar com isso. Você tem informação para mim? Fênix? Sim, Fênix.
Yeah, that's my code name for... You know, our mutual friend.
Ah, qual é o seu código?
Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Eu tenho um código?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
Sério mesmo? De jeito nenhum. Eu sou adorada, você pode ser o Cuco.
That doesn't even make... Fine.
This cloak and dagger stuff is nonsense, but if everyone else
Okay,
gets a
go
code name,
também.
I want one too.
You can be cassowary.
That's shockingly apt. Cassowaries were a solitary bunch. Once they had a friend, they'd stick with them till the end.
Aggressive little creatures, too.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep them warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in this estate, which is heavily guarded.
Adoro os diálogos. Tem que ser de um jeito de chegar ao ministro em um lugar menos protegido. Consegue me colocar na propriedade do ministro? Como foi que se meteu nisso? Parece que tem um trabalho a fazer. Como foi que se meteu nisso?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh. Seems almost impossible.
All of them trying to eat you, I'd wager.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
Pois é, quando elas morrem é porque tem coisa errada.
Exactly.
Aí,
I started
ganhei
thinking about
XP.
everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see.
Tipo o quê? Quer saber? Não tenho tempo pra saber. Tipo o quê? Vamos lá. Quero
For
conversar.
starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Claro.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
Na verdade, parece bem normal.
Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke.
Trituradores e
No one came to
sugestões.
fix it.
Adorei.
And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our
Sugestões não
complaints.
importa, vamos
So you can
triturá-las.
imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
Uma verdadeira tragédia.
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Não, as coisas são assim mesmo, Bonança, caso não tenha notado. Se quiser minha opinião, para começo de conversa, a caixa de sugestões é inútil. Vamos lá, assim.
If things are broken here, of all places, then I'm starting to think there ain't a hope left in this colony.
Things have kept on running this long, right? Or so I used to think. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Tem que ter jeito de chegar no ministro, um lugar mais protegido. Consegue me colocar na propriedade do ministro?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Tá. Então, o que você tem a me dizer?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's house of inebriation between shifts.
House of inebriation? Count me the hell in.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Obrigada pela dica.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Tá, tem como
Afraid not.
chegar lá?
He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary outdoors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Pois é, parece que tem alguma coisa
Good
a fazer.
hunting, Golden Eagle.
Explorando, vendo se tem caixinhas para cá. Não. Opa.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Ia pegar. Como é um tal de pegar? Onde está escrito pegar, eu vou pegar. Não pego o que está escrito ocupar. Pego um. Uma armadura aqui. 53, a minha tem 67. Sua Neoka tem 61. E da Parvati tem 69. Vamos desmanchar. Ih, roubei. Sem querer. E roubar. Só roubar. Peguei.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we?
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry. Não é dica de nada. Ah, eu já tava saindo.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Huh?
Eles são bem rigorosos, hein? Estação reduzida. Sorry, cara. Não foi minha intenção. Pra cá vai pra onde? Mapa. Sei lá. Pelo jeito eu peguei aqui no fim.
It feels like I've been.
The law's really looking.
The law's really.
Can you believe I'm retiring? Look.
Move along.
Can you believe I'm retiring? I wonder if I'll get to meet Chairman Rockwell.
Enquanto eles tiverem nomes genéricos, a gente conversa com eles, porque eles não falam com a gente. Vai dar pra arrombar aquilo ali. Precisa da senha. Lacrado. E pra cá mesmo. Pra que a gente tem pra ir. Caralho. Esse capacete é lindo, cara.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
It means everything's running
Cidadão
well.
rico, cidadão rico. Zelador.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Move along.
So what if all those MSI suits made it online?
Ai, vamos ver o que ele quer.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
Gosta da direção que está tomando, não importa. Se estiver vendendo, não quero comprar.
There's those street smarts. Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippa Stout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
Não, você é autônoma. Trabalhar para o cientista louco conta. Eu me considero uma autônoma.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Diga logo o que está oferecendo. Não tem
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. What do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
E aí? Vamos? Vamos lá, tô dentro.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Sai.
Anti-Creo's level head. Feeling a little off balance? Need a level head?
Is that supposed to be a model of a system? Not super accurate.
Ugh. Decadence ain't gonna save you when beasts chew through the walls.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it!
Não rico, sentinela
And then
corporativa.
the chairman
Our
shot
UDL
his
security
space
center
shutdown
is
and
over.
hammers with a grenade launcher.
CNP pack.
Sei que tem uma sujeira nesse lugar.
Seriously, don't mix it.
Opa.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
Deixa ver o que você tem para vender. Trocar? Por que as pessoas aqui precisam de armas?
Why, to defend their property, of course. Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
Proteger do quê, cara?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
Oh, please. From what I've seen of this city, a rusty nail is the most hazardous peril you've ever suffered.
The point is to be adequately prepared, and good preparation is a powerful deterrent.
Visões parecem bem seguro para mim.
Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay.
Você é um idiota, se você está dizendo, né?
Indeed. Now, what are you in the market for, my fine friend?
Dá licença, eu não tô procurando nada, não quero tocar-vos agora.
So what if this MSI suit needed on Monarch this whole time?
Pago dele.
I could do it.
Lança gravatas. Não dá pra abrir. Pistolas, pistolas, pistolas. Cidadão rico. Então, pra cá tem uma missão.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Transição. Vai, vamos falar com esse
Oh,
cara aqui.
What are you doing here?
Ah, o que você está fazendo aqui?
Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
Me preocupa tanto, Caio.
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
Fique calmo, me conta o que aconteceu. Você não está ajudando mesmo o seu caso. Fique calmo, me conta o que aconteceu.
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
Eu poderia procurar essa aula, ganhei uma missão.
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
Certo. Adeus. Adeus. Ganhei uma missão, mas eu não vou fazer ela agora. Eu vou conversar ali com o que eu tenho que conversar. Porque não vou achar mais missão.
Yeah, huh?
Percebi que você fala muito do seu pai, mas nunca da sua mãe.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Tá? Então, como assim?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
Isso aí é normal? Desumano. Se você se deu bem com seu pai, talvez sua mãe fosse diferente.
Could be. Reckon I'll never know.
Ih, tá lá do outro lado. Jardineiro. Cachorro.
Is Mayfield still drinking?
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets,
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor.
Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui, diário. Fale com os guardas do ministro. Esse aqui é o guarda.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clarke's personal detail, And that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Você não pode beber no trabalho? Você pode beber no trabalho? Eu sabia que eu estava falando com alguém tão importante. Calma aí, eu só lá procurando o banheiro. Ah,
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
que é tão importante para o Ministro Clarke? Tem alguma coisa para contar sobre o ministro? Não,
He's
porque é
basically the
importante
most
proteger ele.
important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Parabéns, uma chave?
That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clarke's residence. It's all very high level.
Tem alguma coisa para me contar sobre o ministro?
Oh, he's medium height with
Cor
like
intermediária.
medium colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
Bela descrição.
Oh, you definitely recognize him if you saw him. He's very important.
Que tal pagar uma bebida para comemorar essa promoção?
That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
Não tenho sódica sorte para te oferecer.
Oh, maybe they got some at the bar.
Tá. Vou comprar.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
Vida, cairia bem. Queria te perguntar uma coisa.
Oh, by all means, ask away.
Vai trabalhar à distância, ver um futebol interessante, melhor eu ir. Não, vamos lá, vamos tudo de novo.
What can I do for you?
Ah, quer mais bebida.
Then you'll want to speak with our auto-mechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there.
Ah, vai tomar no seu rabicó, seu...
Quite so.
Seu...
But I would never lower
snob.
myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My auto-mechanical assistant does all the work for me.
Ah, almofadinha de meleca. Eu quero uma bebida. Eu quero uma bebida. É esse?
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
Obrigada, vou tomar uma. Descontração pré-aprovada como desistir.
Request confirmed. Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation. Studies have shown that drinking in the vicinity of extremely valuable objects, such as this auto-mechanical bartender, can enhance the quality of your intoxication.
Vou tomar uma. Lá, comprar água geleira, whisky e tal, vodka sortida, cerveja. Ah, 3, eu... Alguma coisa pra beber? E... Certo, toma.
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before?
Ah, oferecer brinde.
Cheers to me! Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Thanks.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws, I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Only 2? You got a ways to go.
Have you always been here? I didn't see you a minute ago.
Oferecer outra.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Persuadir. Esse é o problema. Isso é problema para se procurar amanhã. Medicina. Com o seu IMC, você pode metabolizar mais uma. Basta beber muita água.
You know, that's a very good point. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
E morreu. Caramba, a gente matou ele. Mayfield, um dos guardas do Ministro Clarke, tem uma chave das propriedades. Ele está entornando vodka sortida para comemorar uma promoção. Você deu uma vodka para Mayfield e ele vai ser levemente empregado, mas algumas provavelmente se deixará muito bêbado. Mas uma vodka sortida deve ser bastante para acabar com Mayfield. Mayfield está indo ao banheiro, mas sua chance de pegar a chave dele. Você obteve Mayfield um cartão dessa assistência do coisa. Ai, ele morreu.
And we're stalking. And we're stalking.
Vou ser presa por isso. Terra 2.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
Procurando o Ministro
Less money.
Clarke.
The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
Mas eu sou sim. Isso está esperando uma
Minister
entrega?
Clarke's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Tá bom. Ai, volta e agora vai ter que pegar uma encomenda do ministro para voltar ali. No Ministro Clarke. Não é por aqui. Por aqui mesmo.
Did you hear? Marjorie Dalton and Archibald Harris are redecorating with real crystal faux windows.
I'll sue every technician and employee who's ever touched this damned device. Oh, for the good old days when you could simply ask a menial for refreshments.
So what if those MSI suits needed on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
Well, you're getting an early start on the day's parcels, aren't you? Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy.
O que você está fazendo aqui exatamente?
Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery service in the colony.
Correios.
You might even say we're part and parcel of Halcyon's commercial enterprise. That's just a little parcel joke.
Então, se alguém precisa enviar um pacote, esse é o lugar certo.
Nope, just parcels. We don't deal in packages.
Então, qual a diferença?
It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of packaging as outlined by the Executive Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get into some real trouble. Handcuffs and hard labor trouble.
Ah, né? Você me encomenda para Clarke, Ministro Clarke?
We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a Mr. Clarke, Minister.
Tá, vim aqui para pegar a encomenda do ministro.
You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service team. That means you'll have to sign a release form.
Como eu faço isso?
Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Then you'd have to make an appointment.
Normalmente isso leva quanto tempo?
Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years, but I could give my successor a memo on your behalf.
Ai, brincadeira.
You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, no. We're still waiting on our delivery of a new suggestion box.
Ah, qual é o seu nome? Persuadir. O ministro está aqui me dizendo se eu faço entrega. Você pode levar os créditos.
You do that? Wow. Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go a long way in my semi-monthly employment audit. Here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clarke, Minister. Law speed.
Obrigado. Vamos invadir ali. Teria que invadir e pegar. Barra. O guarda tá olhando. E tinha esse outro aqui pra conversar também. Engraçado, né? Que eu converso com a pessoa atrás do balcão e ela nem reclama. Pra ver se eu acho a entrada desse lugar.
My dear fellow.
É aqui. É aqui a entrada.
All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. Like that? Oh my goodness. You must. Oh, there. That's one right there. Riot radiating off of
E
her.
ali eu tenho uma mulher pra conversar, também vai trocar mais uma missão. E agora?
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Entrega pro ministro.
Yeah? Let's see it.
Tem essa encomenda aqui.
Looks like your papers are in order. All right. Go on through.
Agradeço pelo seu tempo. Conseguimos falar com o presidente, o ministro Clarke. Podia roubar aqui.
How did you get in here?
Sou
You!
intrusa.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clarke! Oh, wow!
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Seu estúpido, não rola. Tô aqui pelo dimetil sulfóxido. O que você tá falando? Eu ia querer isso. Parece que começamos com o pé esquerdo.
Have I not made myself clear? Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
Ah, me chama de idiota de novo que eu acabo com você. Calma, eu só quero fazer umas perguntas.
Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
Espera, você acha que eu sou uma dissidente?
My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here.
Ah, não se faça de idiota. Você pediu lote de produtos químicos, eu preciso deles.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then?
Registros que provam que você tem se apropriado de não são drogas, são produtos químicos. E não foi você que andou fazendo os pedidos. Quem foi? Não vim aqui pra brincadeira, Clarke. Seu nome que aparece nos recibos. Por que você não pode fazer desse jeito?
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Peraí, me diz o que você tá falando. É melhor você começar a fazer sentido rápido. Tá dizendo que o presidente Rockwell te trancou aqui?
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Então eu vou ter que lidar com ele? Você espera que eu acredite nisso? Por que ele ia tocar em todo esse trabalho? Claro, se eu fosse confiar em lunático dizendo sandices. Ah, por que ele ia ter todo esse trabalho?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from the top. If we're set on fixing Halcyon, that's as good a place as any to start.
Exactly. And fix it we must. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
Quer dizer que estamos indo para encrenca, eu tô pronta para isso. Então me diz como chegar lá.
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are.
Temos 17 minutos.
But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Reduz e guardas não me assustam. Os túneis parecem uma boa ideia, prefiro uma bolha silenciosa. Motivos óbvios? Depois de chegar ao distrito, Acrópole, o que eu faço?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
Bom, indo então era o seu escritório? Você conseguiu ficar com o seu cartão de acesso? Era o seu escritório?
Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense.
Bom, indo então.
Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
Certo, o que tem no cartucho? Você está confiando em mim para ajudar? Não pode contar comigo, Mr. Clarke, não prometo nada.
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention.
Bom, plano, que ideia idiota, e isso vai levar quanto tempo?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
Bom, de alguma coisa, mas se funcionar vai valer a pena.
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Certo. Boa maneira de começar. Não confie em ninguém. Roubar livro. Roubar. Pra ver o que é um livro. Qual missão que a gente vai fazer primeiro? Investigue o escritório do presidente. Faça o teste de elenco. Salve os lagarratos e envie a mensagem ao Ministro Clarke. Ministro uma mensagem para o escritório terrestre dos únicos terminais de bonança e acaba de transmitir o drone de mensagem direcionado à Terra. Encontre-se no escritório do presidente. Tem que ir lá pra coisa. Lá pro escritório dele.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
Ah, é? Não quero encrenca, só quero entrar.
Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade launcher. Hammersmith, the most trusted brand in brutality. But we can't all have what we want. And seeing as you don't seem the executive sort, you obviously don't belong in the Acropolis district.
Você não tem como saber que loja de brilhantes merece uma promoção.
Hey, I've been trying to get a post at the HHC, but they keep turning me down on account of my odious interpersonal skills. Or something. Anyway, I've worked here long enough to know every clerk by name and face. And since I don't know yours, you ain't getting through.
Então tá, mentira. Tá. Chave pra entrar ali. Tá, ele tem que ir pelos túneis. Isso significa...
So, how many times have you seen terror?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge, a soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Subtle, pure, and you can do it.
I tell you what, we'll change the font in our contracts as we...
Aqui. A gente tem alguma arma para melhorar. Steve. Voltar aqui. Ai, quase peguei.
Now switch process to garbage disposal. Unexpected.
Incoming! That ain't working. Stop!
That's the last of them.
Required.
Here we go. Armor's too strong.
Rony pra matar.
Easy.
Now we don't have to get through.
That's the last of them.
System.
Deixa eu ver outra arma.
Invest.
Not getting through.
Something else.
Caramba, esqueci que minha vida tá acabando. Usei 2 combinhos ali. E asa ali. Por aqui mesmo, região aqui. Vou tentar então vir pra cá pra ver o que tem. Nossa! Que isso? Não tem que eu usei o negócio. Não, mas sem precisar.
making it look easy.
Temos um ponto de habilidade aqui. Então, a gente pode pegar. E pegar? A gente precisava pegar ali coisas, mas acho que eu vou acabar pegando aqui diálogo. Olha, desbloqueou a gente pegar e equipar cada um deles. E depois eu vou pegar, acho que tecnologia e liderança. Peraí, vamos inverter. Isso acabando com essa aqui. Ah, fica assim mesmo. Ah, 2 pontos disponíveis. Então vou botar aqui em tecnologia. Pods. Detesto. Warning. Então, como ele salvou, já estouramos aqui o tempo, eu vou encerrar o vídeo por aqui e a próxima missão nós vamos subir no escritório do presidente. Se você gostou, deixa o like, o joinha e até o próximo episódio de The Outer Worlds.